And then finally, guys, I think from now on, you guys need to be calling me Mystic Mac.
Because I predict these things.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to episode 72 of going from $100 all the way up to $100,000. Now, from last episode, we got to a grand total of $10,920.26. We are still above that $10,000 mark, so that's great. I am planning never to go below that $10,000 mark ever again. And yeah, let's waste no more time. Head up to some stores and see what we can pick up today. Okay, we are back and decent stuff today. We got a few things, a lot of things that should move relatively fast. First are these Jordan 1 lows, a size 8 in this like craft colorway. It's a black craft colorway. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, decent colorway here. I don't hate it, but I'm not like the biggest fan of them. I think they should move relatively fast. They're the ones that are like cut up in the middle. As you can see in the collar, it's like all cut up and you can see like the exposed material. But yeah, decent colorway here. A size 8, paid $152.25 for them. Yeah, I don't think these should take that long to sell. Next, we got a size 13 in these Jordan 1 lows. You've seen them before. It is this true blue colorway. And yeah, we had a bunch of these. We sold them all pretty fast to a bulk buyer. They only had one more size left, a size 13. So I decided to pick it up. Hopefully we can move them fast again. And yeah, I don't think it should take that long to sell these ones, to be honest. This is like such a clean colorway. In my opinion, this is a lot nicer than the Jordan 1 highs and the Jordan 1 mids. I think the lows is a way nicer colorway than those two. But yeah, let me know in the comments below which pair is better in your opinion, the highs, mids, or the lows. In my opinion, lows by a mile. Next up, some Jordan 13s in the playoff colorway. These just recently came out. I only got two pairs, a 13 and a 12, only because, you know, they are a new shoe. Usually new shoes that just come out with the bigger sizes, you can sell them relatively fast for a little bit of profit. Not gonna lie, not my favorite 13 in the world. I do like Jordan 13s, but this colorway, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of them. It just doesn't do anything really for me. Pretty much is an all black 13. Yeah, like I said, got a size 13 and 12. Do I think we're gonna make the craziest amount of profit on these? Probably not. Then finally, we got like 5 pairs of these Puma LaMelo balls in the new like Rick and Morty colorway. As you can see here, the box has some pretty crazy details. Even on the front here, there's like Rick and Morty right there. And you guys have to let me know in the comments below, do you prefer this colorway of them, or do you prefer the originals? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of either of the originals or this second pair. But this one, I don't know. You guys have to let me know in the comments below what's your opinion on them. Me, again, not the biggest fan of the originals or this one for that matter. But they do have some decent resale value. So we picked up, I think, around 5 pairs for $168 each, which isn't that bad, to be honest. Those should probably all be sold by next episode as well. I think those are going to move really fast as well. And yeah, if you guys are interested in any of those things I just listed, my Instagram is down below. That's where I sell all this stuff. So if you're interested in any of those things you saw or anything you see upcoming in this episode, hit up my DMs below on Instagram. Yeah, with that being said, let's just waste some more time, hit up some more stores and see what we can find. Okay, we bought a lot of stuff. I'm kind of stressing that we're gonna be below 10,000 this episode because we bought thousands, maybe around $5,000 worth of stuff today alone. So let's just start with these. Some Jordan 9s. You guys probably already know what they are, considering you saw the video beforehand of what we saw. But it is this pair of Jordan 9s, and they were on sale, so we got a crazy amount of pairs. Sizes from a size 8 all the way up to a 13, and in the bigger sizes, we got multiple of them. Honestly, guys, these should move stupid fast considering how well of a price we got them for. We paid around $205 for every single pair, and we got a lot of pairs. Every single size will be at the end of the video, so wait till then. But yeah, you guys have to let me know what your opinions on these Jordan 9s are. To be honest, I do like the Jordan 9s, but this colorway, I am very surprised that they have the amount of resale value as they do. I didn't think it would be anywhere close to the amount they are currently, but they do somehow. So picked up a lot of pairs of these and they should move stupidly fast. Next up, some Jordan 1 mids in this women's colorway. It's like a Kentucky blue colorway. I really like this colorway, I'm not gonna lie. However, for some reason, resale value on these, they're not even that high. I should be able to make a little bit of profit on these, but I'm not expecting anything crazy. Paid $141.75 for them. I really like this colorway. You guys have to let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of this one? My opinion, a really underrated Jordan 1 low rate here. And yeah, can't complain about this colorway. It should also move really fast. And then I don't know how we keep finding toddler Jordan 1 lost and found, but we found another one, a size 7C. Again, something that should move really fast for us. Can't complain about these. Next up, some dunks that I'm surprised I saw in store. It's these Essentials Barely Pack. I'm very surprised that they still had these sitting, and I'm not gonna lie, their resale value on these, it's not even that high. I thought it would be way bigger than what it is now, because these dunks, I really like this pair. Plus it's one of these paisley pack pairs, and I thought this colorway would have done a lot better considering it is like very popular colorway right now, but apparently it is not. So very confused on why this one isn't performing as well, and I'm surprised I saw them in store, not gonna lie. But we did pick it up. It was a last pair, a size 7.5 women's. And again, very surprised that these are going for as low as they are right now. But again, something that should move fast. Next up, some LeBron lows. We got 2 pairs, an 11.5 and a size 13. Paid $273 per pair. And it is this colorway, a nice blue colorway. I really like these. We had like a purple colorway before on the channel, and those sold really fast. This one just as nice as those ones. I think they should move really fast considering it is a basketball shoe, and usually the basketball shoes, the bigger sizes sell really fast and for the most amount of money. So that's why we picked up these bigger sizes of them. Yeah, really nice LeBron here. Not gonna lie, the quality on this pair is pretty good. I don't own any LeBrons as a personal, but if you guys do and you have like these LeBron 20 lows, let me know how they are on feet. And then finally, guys, I think from now on you guys need to be calling me Mystic Mac, because it's just the way I
predict these things.
Because if you remember from my video somewhere up here, I said don't buy these right now, these Jordan 13 University Blues, because they will go down in price, they will go on sale, and that's exactly what happened, guys. We found these on sale for 25% off, and I told you don't buy them now. I waited, now I got them for even cheaper, got my size, and we got 4 other pairs. Size 12 and 11.5, 2 pairs of each. Such a clean Jordan 13 here. Honestly, one of my favorite Jordan 13s that ever released in a minute. Such a clean colorway, plus a university blue. You can't go wrong with this. And if you want these, go check your nearest Foot Locker, go check your nearest Champs. They should have these. There was no problem getting these. They practically had every single size. I'm probably gonna go try to get some sizes 13s, but honestly, every single size has some decent profit on these considering they dropped down to 25% off. And yeah, that's everything we picked up. Tomorrow I have to go meet someone for a size 12 Jordan 5 Dark Concord, brand new. I'm paying $180 for them, which is crazy. So let's hope that they're like authentic, everything's good with them, that they're not actually like a used pair that he's trying to finesse me as a new pair. So let's just waste some more time, hit up some stores, and go buy those Jordan 5s right now. Okay, we are back, and as you can see, I have the Jordan 5 box right here. Again, paid $180 for them. A crazy steal considering these are brand new. The receipt and everything is in there, so they're 100% legit. They are literally brand new, as you can see. Brand new, dead stock as they can be. Crazy that we got these for $180, and I should be able to make a really nice profit on this pair, especially because it's a size 12, and usually the bigger sizes, as you know, they do a lot better. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about this pickup. Really easy profit, honestly. You can't go wrong about that. Then if you remember from last episode, I did tell you guys I'm most likely going to go back and pick up more of these Vapor Maxes. because they're on sale and they're just a crazy deal right now. I picked up around like 10 more pairs of these because, spoiler alert, a decent amount of these ones sold from last episode, so I bought some more and just a lot more other sizes. They should all be sold within at least an episode or two. Then some Zoom X Vaporflies, a size 7. We got them for a decent price, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm pretty sure if you've been watching the channel, you already know these because we've had them before. These are stupidly light and we got them for such a good price. We should be able to make a pretty nice profit on this pair as well. I think we paid around 80 to 70 bucks for this. I'm not 100% sure, but it's around that price for this. My camera is about to die, so I'm gonna try to speed this up for you guys. Okay, going fast. Next we have these Jumpmans. We saw them last episode, a size 10. We picked up another pair just because the other one already sold. Then we got these Air Force One lows. I'm trying to do this so fast for you guys. It's an all white pair with a little bit of blue on it. I'm so sorry for this, guys. Camera's about to die. We gotta speed this up. Then we got a size 11.5, 12, and 11 in these Jordan 3 Dark Concords, I believe is what it's called. They had a quick restock. Picked up some more of these. Crazy that they have that these are even restocking. Then finally we got 2 pairs of these. They're pretty much a mid of the Jordan 1 low that we picked up earlier in the episode. And yeah, that is everything we picked up this episode. Again, sorry guys, the camera's about to die. I need to get this done. So let's go over everything we sold in our inventory, starting with the Jordan 1 High Game Royals in a size 9, the Nike Dunk Low Brazils in a 10.5, the Jordan 4 White Oreo in a 10.5, the Nike Dunk Low Retro University Red in a size 10, the Jordan 1 Next Nature in a size 10, the Jordan 1 Zoom White Racer Blue in a size 11, all of the Jordan 1 Mid Stealth, both of the 9 women's and both of the 8.5 women's, all of the Nike Free RN Flyknit Black and White in the size 13, both of the 11s, the 10, 9.5, and 9, the Jordan Zion 2 Voodoo in a size 11, the Jordan 1 Mid Zen Master in a size 7Y, the Air Max Torch 3 Black in a size 10.5 and 10, then finally all of the Jordan 12 Black Taxis, the size 12, both of the 11.5s, both of the 11s, the 10.5, both of the 10s, and both of the 9.5s. And yeah, decent amount of stuff we sold. If you guys are seeing that there's a couple things that I haven't mentioned, that's because if you go back a decent amount of videos ago, I told you that we're putting some stuff in our inventory into a consignment shop, and that's how those ones actually sold. Yeah, with that being said, let's go over everything in our inventory, including everything we bought today, starting with the Puma LaMelo Ball Rick and Morty Adventures in a size 11, 10.5, 10, and 2 6.5s. Then in the Puma LaMelo Ball MB02 Lunar New Year Jade in a size 12. Then the LeBron 20 All-Stars, we have a size 13 and 11.5. The Adidas Trae Young 1 Tie-Dye in a size 13. The Nike Guinness Immortality Black Anthrite colorway in a size 11 and 9. Then the Nike LeBron 9 Low Reverse Liverpool, we have a 13, 12, 11, 10.5, and 9.5. Then the LeBron Witness 6 Black Deep Royal Blue in a size 14. Then in the Nike Cosmic Unity Green Glow in a size 12 and 10.5. Then in the Nike Zoom X Vaporfly Next Percent Ballerine Blue, we have a size 7. Then in the Nike SB Alley-Oop Black Toe colorway, we have a 13, 11.5, 11, 10, and 9. Then in the black and white colorway, we have an 11 and 9. Then in the white colorway, we have an 11.5, 11, and 10. The Nike SB Blazer Court White and Black in a 13, 12, 11, and 2 10s. Then in the New Balance 550 White Rain Cloud colorway, we have an 8.5 women's. Then in the Sea Salt Pine Green colorway, we have a size 10.5. The Cream Black colorway in a 9.5. Then in the grade school size, we have a 7, 6.5, and 6Y. The Nike SB Free Premium Ash Gray in a 13, 11.5, 11, 10, and 9.5. Then in the Summit White Lilac colorway in a 13, 3, 11.5, and 11, and 10.5. Then in the Air Max 95 N7s, we have a 12 and 11. The Air Max 97 Golden Gals in a 10.5 women's. Then the Air Max 90 Terrascape Black Element Pink, we have 2 12s, 2 11.5s, 2 9s, and 1 8. The Air Max Avio Black Bright Crimson in a 12. The Air Max Correlate White Black Red colorway in 11.5. Then in the Pure Platinum colorway, we have a 10.5 and 9. Then in the Club Purple Turquoise Blue colorway, we have a 9.5 women's. Then the Nike Lunar Force 1 Duck Boot Black Gum, we have 2 10.5s. The Nike Air Force 1 Mid QS Jewel Oil Green colorway in a size 11. Then in the Chocolate colorway, we have a 9 and 8.5. Then in the Air Force One Low triple white, we have an 11.5. The white black teal colorway in an 11, 3 10.5s, a 10, 9.5, and 9. Then in the College Pack Midnight Navy colorway, we have a size 11. Then in the College Pack Night Maroon colorway, we have an 11. Then in the Black Royal Carbon Fiber colorway, we have 2 11s. Then in the Multi Swoosh Black Orange colorway, we have a 7.5. Then in the Reflective Swoosh White Blue colorway, we have a size 13. Then in the Uno colorway, we have a 12, 9.5, 7, 3 6.5s, and a 6. The Air Max 1 Golf Tiger in an 8 and 7. Then in the Air Max 2090 Black White colorway, we have a 12, 11.5, and 10 men's, and 3 9 women's, and 2 8.5 women's. Then in the Barely Rose colorway in a 9 women's. Then in the Triple White colorway in a size 11.5, 11, 10.5, 10, and 9.5. Then in the Black Hyper Pink colorway, we have a 12, 2 10.5, 2 10s, and 2 9.5 women's. Then in the Pink Oxford colorway, we have a 12 and 10.5 women's. Then in the Violet Ash Multi colorway, we have a 12, 11, and 8 women's. Then in the Oreo colorway, we have an 8, 7.5, and 6 women's. Then in the Next Nature Pink Blast colorway, we have 3 5.5s, 1 6, 1 7.5, 1 8, 1 9, 1 9.5, and 2 10.5 women's. Then in the White Black Photo Blue colorway in an 11. Then in the Black Metallic Silver colorway, we have a size 12, 11.5, 11, 2 10.5s, a 10, a 9.5, 2 8.5s, a 7, and 6.5 women's. Then the Air Max Thea Mid Ale Brown colorway, we have an 11, 8, 3 7.5s, and a 7 women's. Then in the Black Sail colorway, we have a 9, 8.5, 3 8s, a 7.5, and 6.5 women's. Then in the Air Max 2017 Wolf Gray, we have 2 14s, an 11.5, 11, 10, 9.5, 9, and 8.5. Then in the Pure Platinum Wolf Gray Women's, we have a 10.5, 10, 8.5, 2 8s, 6.5, 5.5, and 5. Then in the men's sizes, we have a 13, 12.5, 12, 2 11.5, 11, 2 10.5, a 10, 9, and 7.5. Then in the Black Anthrite colorway, we have 2 9.5s, a 9, 2 8.5, 2 8s, and 1 7.5 women. Then in the Triple Black colorway, we have 2 13s, a 12.5, 3 12s, 2 11.5, 3 11s, a 10.5, 2 10s, 2 9.5s, 2 9s, 2 8.5s, an 8, 7.5, and 7. Then in the Cool Gray colorway, we have a 14, 13, 12, 11.5, 3 11s, 2 10.5s, 2 10s, and a 9. The Nike Air Max Axis Triple White in a size 9.5 and 6.5 women's. Then the Nike Air Max Alpha Trainer 4 Black in a size 13. Then in the React Infinity Run Black Iron Gray, we have a 10.5 and 9.5. Then in the Black colorway, we have a 13, 9, and 8. Then in the Leopard colorway, we have a 9.5, 8.5, 7.5, and 5.5 women's. Then in the Flash Crimson Baltic Blue colorway, we have an 11 and 8. Then in the Black Team Orange colorway, we have a 13, 12, 11.5, 10.5, and 10. Then in the Wolf Gray colorway, we have a 14, 12, 2 11.5s, 3 11s, 2 10.5s, a 10, 9.5, 3 9s, and 8.5, and 8. Then in the Black and White colorway, in women's, we have 3 8.5s, 3 8s, 2 7.5s, 2 7s, a 9, and 9.5. Then in men's, we have 3 13s, 2 12s, 3 11.5s, 3 11s, 2 10.5s, 3 10s, 2 9.5s, 5 9s, 4 8.5s, and 1 8. Then in the Black University Red Hyper Jade, we have a 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, and 9.5. Then in the Black Safari Hyper Pink colorway, we have 3 13s and 4 10s. The Nike Air Structure OG White Neo Teal colorway, we have 2 13s, 3 12.5s, 3 12s, 3 11.5s, 3 11, 4 10.5s, 3 10s, a 9.5, 2 9s, and 8.5, 8, and 7.5. Then in the Black Smoke Gray colorway, we have 3 13s, 5 12s, an 11.5, 11, 2 10.5s, a 9.5, 9, 8.5, and 8. The Black Anthrite colorway in a size 13, 12.5, 12, 11.5, 10.5, 10, 9.5, 9, and 8.5. Then in the Nike M2K Techno, we have the White Pure Platinum in a size size 8.5, 8, 7.5, 7, and 6.5 women. Then in the ACG Mountain Fly Low SE in the Ironstone colorway in a size 10.5 and 9.5. Then in the Canyon Purple colorway in a 10.5 and 9.5. Then the Nike Pegasus Trail 3 in the triple black colorway. The Nike Dunk Low Nike 100 in a size 7Y. Then in the Peach Cream colorway, we have a size 10 women's, 2 9.5s, a 9, 2 8.5s, an 8, 2 7.5s, a 7, and 6 women. Then in the Terry Swoosh colorway, we have a 10, 9.5, 9, 8.5, and 5 women. Then in the Light Smoke Gray colorway, we have a 6 and 7 women. Then in the Triple Pink Preschool colorway, we have a 2.5Y, 1.5Y, and 1Y. Then in the Miami Hurricanes colorway, we have an 11 and 10. Then in the Arizona State colorway, we have a 13 and 12. Then in the Pink Oxford colorway, we have a 10, 2 9 women's, 2 8.5s, a 7.5, 7, and 6.5 women's. Then in the Argon toddler sizes, we have 2 10C. Then in the Next Nature Rift Blue colorway, we have a size 10. Then in the Essential Paisley Pack Barely, we have a size 7.5 women's. Then the Nike Dunk High Electric Purple Midnight Navy in a 6Y. Then in the Deadpool colorway, a 6.5Y. Then in the Desert Camo colorway, we have a 10, 9, 2 8.5s, and 2 8 women's. Then in the Anthrite White colorway, we have a size 12, 11, 10, 9.5, and 9. Then the Jordan Access White in 11.5. Then in the Jordan Jumpman 2 Trey Raptors, we have a size 12.5 and 2 10s. Then the Air Max Aurora Cool Gray in a 10 and 11. The Jordan 13 Playoffs in a size 13 and 12. Then in the UNC colorway, we have 2 11.5s and 2 12s. Then in the Jordan 11 Cherries, we have an 8.5, 8, 6Y, 2 4.5Ys, a 4Y, and 2 3.5Ys. The Jordan 9 Fire Red, we have 2 13s, 2 12s, an 11, 2 10.5s, a 9, 9.5, 8.5, and 8. Then in the Jordan 7 Citrus, we have a 12 and 2 11s. Then in the Jordan 5 Dark Concord, we have a size 12. Then in the Jordan 4 Canyon Purple, we have a 10 and 6.5 women's. The Toddler Jordan 3 Fire Red in a size 10, 9, and 2 7Cs. Then in the Dark Iris colorway, we have a size 12, 11.5, and 11. Then in the Jordan 2 Chicagos, we have 2 12s, an 11.5, 2 11s, a 10.5, 2 10s, and a 6.5Y. The Jordan 1 Low Reverse Black Toe, we have 3 8.5 women's. Then in the Bordeaux colorway, we have a 7 and 6.5Y. Then in the Pink Violet colorway, we have a 10 women's. Then in the Canvas Iris Whisper Sail colorway, we have a 6 women's. The Craft Inside Out Black colorway in a size 8. The True Blue colorway in a size 13. Then in the Marina Blue colorway in a size 6 women's. Then in the White Black Red colorway, we have a size 7. Then in the Ice Blue colorway, we have 2 7Ys. Then in the Game Royal colorway, we have a 12. Then in the Craft Inside Out Black colorway, we have a size 13 and 12. Then in the Washed Teal colorway, we have a 7.5 and 6.5 women. Then in the Space Jam colorway, we have 2 13s. Then in the Alternate Bread colorway, we have a 7Y and 12. The Jordan 1 High True Blue, we have a 5Y. Then in the Jordan 1 High Taxis, we have 2 7Ys, 4 13s, and a size 8. Then in the Lost and Found colorway, we have a size 1.5Y, 2 1Ys, a 5C, and a 7C. The Stealth colorway in a 6 and 4Y. Then in the NYC to Paris colorway, we have a 7.5. Then the White Black Volt University Gold colorway in a 9.5. Then in the Starfish colorway, we have a 7.5, 7, 2 6.5s, 2 6, a 5.5, and 5 women's. And finally, the Jordan 1 High Dior's in a size 9.5. Again, if you saw anything you're interested in, DM me down below on Instagram. Everything is for sale. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. I really appreciate it so much. The views and everything going crazy. The comments, the likes, the TikToks, the engagements all around my social media is going crazy. I appreciate you guys so much for all that. With that being said, let's roll our brand new tally right now.